Hello and welcome to Beyond the Click. I'm Jason and with me is Bradley, and today we're going to be discussing something that's very important for engineering firms.
Case studies.
Yes, Bradley, so you said case studies.
Yes.
Why are case studies so important for engineering firms?
Well, firstly, they're important to build trust and credibility as an engineering firm, and then they're a great way to showcase all of your skills and any challenges that you've overcome for your own clients in the past.
I know that's right, Bradley. I think trust and credibility are vital, of course, if you're trying to win work. How exactly do case studies help to establish trust and credibility?
Well, if you are the engineering firm and a prospect rings you up and asks about a certain bit of equipment that they want you to create for them, then as the engineering firm you can go back to your case studies and you can explain to the prospect how many times you've done this before, and this will really showcase your skills and all of your capabilities as an engineering firm.
No, that's right. Yes, it's it. Because I know certainly I don't have a need to get something engineered right now, but if I did, and I went to an engineering firm and I said, can you make this for me? And they said yes. Then as trustworthy as they may seem, I would like to see some sort of evidence, you know, some kind of proof that they can indeed do what they're saying. So a case study is brilliant in that regard, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's from a marketing point of view, a sales point of view, it's a great tool. So we've actually written a number of case studies, or produced a number of case studies for engineering clients. And we tend to follow a set kind of procedure, a set number of steps that we cover when producing a case study. Brandis, can you tell us about the first one?
Yep, so the first step would be the introduction. This is where you can set the scene to explain who your client was and what their problem was to start with, and then from this you then can go into more depth and explain how you solved their problem.
Yeah, no, that's really important. Really important. A clear introduction at the start, sort of outline what the problem was that you were about to try to solve, and who it was for. It's not always possible, of course, to mention your end client's name, but if you can, then that just adds that little bit more credibility to the case study, doesn't it? It gives it a little bit more sincerity. You know. So.
And then from here, like I said, the next step would be then to explain how you solved the problem, so the solution. And here you can be, it's important to be technical, but also digestible, so don't use too much jargon, but also you need to get the balance right to show that you are experienced and you have knowledge of all these technical terms within engineering.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point, actually. That's because it can be quite hard to strike that balance. You know, you want to sound, you want your document, your case study itself to be relatively easy to read, but at the same time you can't purely use layman's terms, because then you risk sounding like you don't know what you're talking about. So it's quite hard, or it can be. This is where really you need sort of a bit of professional marketing advice, we would say. You know, this is where we come in, to be honest. Brad, so what's that? So we've done the introduction, and then we've and that's outlined the problem we had to solve, and then we've talked about the solution. What should we write about after that?
The results, of course, and this is the bit where you can really sort of sing about how well you've done and how happy the end client was with you. So if you have any quotes or testimonials that you can use from your client, put that into the case study. That would be really useful. No, that's great. And the more praise you can get, the more of the client's satisfaction that you can show through. It's just that's all going to help, isn't it? That's all going to convince your next prospect
then in fact you are the engineering firm to choose. You know.
Yep. So to summarise, so to create a really good case study for us, it's all about talking about the problem, the solution, and the results.
Yeah, perfect. And what was that sort of tone of voice we should maintain? Brad, as you said it once, I really like that phrase. Can you give it to us once more?
Yes, so it's important to be technical but digestible.
Yes. No, that's right. That's exactly right. So, so case studies are brilliant tools for marketing and sales for engineering firms. If you don't have any on your website at the moment, we'd really recommend putting some there. We'd be certainly happy to help. Of course, if you enjoy this content, as always, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.